So once you have decided to do a Panchakarma or an Ayurvedic retreat, first of all, congratulations. This is one of the best things you have made a decision on. And now to choose which center, sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming. You could go into the internet and search for which is the best center. What I would say, always look for the reviews and also check with the center that you want to go if you can connect with the doctor upfront. Many of the good centers, they always give yourself a possibility to have an online consultation, or you can have a conversation with through email itself saying these are my conditions, so will it help to come. Sometimes we even have guests asking, they are diagnosed with some terminal diseases, can they come? We say no, please, maybe Panchakarma or Ayurveda is not the right thing at that time. You must take an immediate allopathic intervention. But in many cases, many conditions like burnout, autoimmune conditions, metabolic problems, weight loss concerns, mental health issues, not to where it is very severe, where somebody is in a borderline anxiety and depression. In these conditions, Ayurveda and Panchakarma can be very helpful, and many centers do specialize in many things. So I would highly recommend everyone to write down to some of the centers, do you offer treatments for this? This is my condition, this is my height, weight, and my current, and even if you have any blood reports, send it upfront to them. So for example, us in Sitaram, we offer a possibility to have an online consultation. So you could really check, is this the right place for me or not? And not every center will be fit for everyone. For some people, doing it in this particular center will be the best. For somebody else, it could be another center. So fitting the right center, it also comes with first of all, I request you to make a good intention. Let the universe guide me to go to the right place where the right doctors, therapists, and the team will assist me in my healing. That's the first intention that I request you to do. Second, look for what are the good centers that offer, and then there is this accreditation in India called NABH. It stands for National Accreditation Certified Board, which stands for patient care is the most important thing, and employee satisfaction is important, and they have certain strict protocols that needs to be followed. So this will also help them to enhance and assess the quality of the center. So first is, make a good intention. Second thing, first of all, make yourself aware what is your expectation by doing this Ayurveda or Panchakarma retreat, and document all of that and send it to few centers. And these are my concerns, do you have, and these are your timelines. Another thing, a good center, like for us in Sitaram, we are sold out at least 6 to 10 months in advance. Certain months we are sold out 1 year prior. Certain months, like from May till September, you can request us like at least 6 months in advance, you will get a possibility to come here. But from November till April, you need to book at least 10 to 12 months in advance. So good centers are actually way booked in advance. So you also have to plan it way in advance. So when people do a last minute, you'll be at the mercy of a last minute cancellation or some centers which might not be as good as how you wanted it. So the best will be to start in advance, like plan it for at least 6 months to 1 year in advance. If you plan from somewhere between end of April till end of September or mid-October, you have the luxury to plan it maybe even 3 months upfront. In advance. But if you plan to come from October till end of April, then you have to plan way in advance. So once you make that planning in advance, you can start writing out, and you can also ask what will be my approach, is there a way, and you can also look at the reviews, what are people saying. Good centers will have mixed reviews. Because this is not like a hotel where you have the best customer satisfaction, because healing a patient and satisfying a customer are two different approach. But at the same time, look for the facilities, look for other people and the team that is involved in the treatment, are they very receptive to the patient. These are the things that you need to look into, and this way you can find out. Some of the best ways to look at it is go to the website and search for, this is your condition, how long can I go, and you could type what are the good Ayurveda retreats or a good Ayurveda retreat. Some places you have very good centers in Kerala, and also outside of India there are multiple centers that do. However, coming to Kerala will be fantastic, but if travel constraints are there, look for what is the nearest possibility. And if it's your first time, I recommend go for a short duration and just to experience how it feels like. And then you can decide, does this fit for me, this is work for me, and then you can plan for a 2-week or a 3-week Panchakarma. And my recommendation, how long should I stay for a Panchakarma? This is my understanding with all my patients so far for last more than 1.5 decades. I see the number 18 is the magic number. So when patients come for 2 weeks, and especially if you're traveling from a new, if there is a different time zones, like you have to take a 10-hour flight, if you're coming from Europe or Australia, coming all the way to India, and you might be jet lagged for just 1 or 2 days. Because it will take 2 days to recover from your flight, and you need 1 or 2 days to recover after the whole treatment just to settle in so that you can go back. So 4 days, like 2 days to recover from your flight and 2 days to also prepare for you to go back. So we have 2 weeks completely. That's why 18 days is the ideal number that I find it. But if you have any severe ailments that has been quite chronic for some time, like multiple sclerosis or Parkinson's or severe burnout or other conditions, you were diagnosed with cancer, you had a chemotherapy and you want to come for a rejuvenation therapy after 3 to 6 months. In these conditions, I recommend more than 3 weeks. And you could also check with the doctor, can I have an online consultation? What is my ideal duration that I should select? The reason why I'm saying plan in advance, when you plan in advance, you have the comfort and flexibility to choose the number of days. But as you go closer, because many centers, the rooms will be limited with the number of beds and you will have to choose only what is available. That's why I always recommend please choose in advance, and choosing this advance is one of the best things you can do. So you can redesign the entire year according to these dates. Just make sure if there are very non-negotiable events that are happening, just make sure it doesn't come closer to that. And that is one way you can choose the place. And you can also check the show notes in the link so that you can understand which are the centers that we recommend. This will also help you to understand.